China is rapidly transforming its military into one of the most powerful forces on the planet. Did you know that China now possesses over 600 nuclear warheads, nearly quadrupling its arsenal in just 5 years? This explosive growth isn't just about numbers, it's about reshaping global power. China's military strength is stronger than most people realize. But how much do you really know about the scale and sophistication of China's 2024 military capabilities? Nuclear arsenal growth. China's nuclear arsenal is expanding at a pace that has caught the world's attention, and for good reason. As of 2024, China possesses over 600 nuclear warheads, a dramatic increase of nearly 400 warheads since 2019. This rapid buildup is not just about numbers, it reflects a strategic shift aimed at challenging the long-standing nuclear dominance of the United States. What makes this growth even more significant is the construction of new missile silos across multiple regions, signaling that China is preparing to deploy a much larger and more diverse nuclear force than ever before. These silos could soon house a substantial portion of China's intercontinental ballistic missiles, giving the country a more credible and survivable nuclear deterrent. But China's nuclear strategy goes beyond sheer quantity. The People's Liberation Army is developing a wide range of nuclear weapons, from low-yield precision missiles designed for tactical use, to massive multi-megaton warheads capable of devastating strikes. This diversification allows China to tailor its nuclear response to different conflict scenarios, increasing its strategic flexibility. The pace and scale of this nuclear expansion highlight China's commitment to becoming a dominant global military power, capable of competing with the world's most advanced militaries. It's clear that China's nuclear force is no longer just a regional threat, it's a crucial element of global strategic balance that demands close attention. Understanding this growth is key to grasping the evolving nature of international security in 2024 and beyond. ICBM and silo deployment. China's rapid construction of new intercontinental ballistic missile silos is reshaping the global nuclear landscape in ways few expected. Over the past few years, satellite imagery and intelligence reports have revealed sprawling missile silo fields emerging across multiple provinces in China, signaling a massive expansion of its nuclear delivery infrastructure. Experts estimate that China could soon have over 300 silos, a dramatic increase from the handful it maintained just a few years ago. This development is not just about increasing numbers, it's about enhancing survivability and second strike capability. By dispersing its missiles across numerous hardened silos, China is making it far more difficult for any adversary to neutralize its nuclear forces in a first strike. This shift indicates a move away from a minimal deterrent posture, toward a more robust and credible nuclear force, capable of deterring even the most powerful opponents. The geographic spread of these silos also suggests strategic planning to cover multiple launch trajectories and complicate enemy targeting. Moreover, the silos are believed to be designed to house a new generation of advanced ICBMs with longer ranges and greater accuracy, further boosting China's strategic reach. This rapid and secretive buildup has caught the attention of global military analysts, raising questions about how the balance of nuclear power might shift in the coming decade. In short, China's missile silo expansion is a clear signal that its nuclear ambitions are growing far beyond what many had anticipated, making it a critical factor in global security calculations today. Diversification of nuclear forces. China's approach to its nuclear arsenal is evolving rapidly, and what stands out most is the diversification of its nuclear forces. Instead of relying on a one-size-fits-all strategy, China is developing a broad spectrum of nuclear weapons tailored for different scenarios. This means they're not just building massive, high-yield warheads designed for large-scale destruction, they're also investing in low-yield, precision-guided nuclear missiles that can be used more tactically. This diversification allows China to have more control over escalation during a conflict, giving them options that range from limited strikes to full-scale nuclear retaliation. It's a strategic move to make their nuclear deterrent more credible and flexible, which could complicate decision-making for any potential adversary. Additionally, China's advancements include multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicles, which allow a single missile to carry several warheads aimed at different targets. This technology multiplies the destructive potential of each missile and makes missile defense systems less effective. The combination of quantity, variety, and advanced technology signals that China is not just expanding its nuclear arsenal, but transforming it into a sophisticated and adaptable force. This shift is a clear message that China wants to be taken seriously as a global nuclear power, capable of defending its interests and deterring threats on multiple levels. The world is watching closely as this transformation unfolds, understanding that China's nuclear strategy in 2024 is far more nuanced and formidable than many anticipated. Theater command reforms. China's military has undergone a major transformation with its theater command reforms, fundamentally changing how its forces operate. Instead of a fragmented military structure, China now has 5 theater commands: Eastern, Southern, Western, Northern, and Central, each responsible for specific geographic regions and tailored to address unique security challenges. This reorganization boosts coordination and rapid response capabilities, allowing the People's Liberation Army to act more decisively in any conflict scenario. For example, the Eastern Theater Command focuses heavily on Taiwan and the East China Sea, while the Southern Command monitors the South China Sea, a hotspot for regional tensions. By assigning clear responsibilities and streamlining command chains, China has made its military far more agile and efficient. This shift also reflects China's broader strategic ambitions to project power regionally and beyond. The theater commands integrate land, sea, air, and missile forces under unified leadership, ensuring that all branches work seamlessly together during operations. This level of jointness is a significant leap forward compared to past decades when coordination was often limited. The reforms also emphasize modernization, with advanced technology and improved training playing a central role. What's striking is how these changes align with China's growing confidence on the world stage, signaling a military ready to defend its expanding interests. Understanding these theater commands is key to grasping how China plans to manage potential conflicts and assert its influence in Asia and beyond. It's a clear sign that China's military power in 2024 is not just about hardware, but about smarter, more integrated force projection. Naval power and power projection. China's naval ambitions have taken a giant leap forward, transforming the People's Liberation Army Navy from a coastal defense force into a formidable blue water navy capable of projecting power far beyond its shores. Over the past decade, China has launched multiple advanced aircraft carriers, modern destroyers, and amphibious assault ships, signaling its intent to operate globally and challenge established naval powers. This expansion allows China to safeguard its growing overseas interests, including vital trade routes and strategic bases. The plan's increasing presence in the Indo-Pacific region is reshaping the balance of power, especially as it challenges the United States Navy's long-held dominance. What's remarkable is not just the size of the fleet but the sophistication of its vessels, many equipped with cutting-edge missile systems, stealth technology, and advanced radar. This modernization enhances China's ability to conduct complex operations, from anti-submarine warfare to missile strikes at sea. The Navy's growing capabilities also support China's broader strategic goals, such as asserting territorial claims in contested waters like the South China Sea and expanding influence in the Indian Ocean. These developments have prompted neighboring countries and global powers to rethink their naval strategies, underscoring how China's maritime rise is a game-changer. In 2024, the plan stands as a symbol of China's determination to become a dominant maritime force, capable of defending its interests and shaping the future of global naval power. This shift is more than just military growth, it's a statement about China's place on the world stage. Nuclear submarine advancements. China's underwater nuclear deterrent is quietly becoming one of the most powerful and stealthy forces in the world. Its fleet of nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarines is being upgraded with the new JL-3 submarine-launched ballistic missiles, which have longer ranges and improved accuracy compared to previous models. This upgrade significantly enhances China's second strike capability, the ability to retaliate even after a devastating first strike, making its nuclear deterrent far more credible and survivable. Unlike land-based missiles, these submarines can operate undetected in vast ocean areas, making them extremely difficult to track or target. This stealth factor gives China a strategic advantage by ensuring that any potential adversary must think twice before considering a nuclear attack. The expansion and modernization of China's SSBN fleet also reflect a broader shift in its military strategy toward securing its nuclear forces in multiple domains. By investing heavily in underwater nuclear capabilities, China is signaling that it intends to maintain a robust and flexible deterrent that can operate independently of land-based systems. This development is crucial because it adds a new layer of complexity to global nuclear stability and deterrence dynamics. As China continues to improve its submarine technology and missile range, its underwater nuclear force will play an increasingly vital role in shaping the balance of power, especially in the Indo-Pacific region. This silent but powerful presence beneath the waves is a key piece of China's growing military strength in 2024. Space and counter-space capabilities. China's ambitions in space warfare are rapidly advancing, turning the final frontier into a new battleground. In 2024, China is investing heavily in counter-space capabilities designed to neutralize or destroy adversaries' satellite systems, which are critical for communication, navigation, and intelligence. This includes a range of anti-satellite weapons, from ground-based missiles to directed energy weapons, all aimed at disrupting the space assets of potential rivals. Controlling space is no longer just about exploration, it's about gaining a decisive military edge. Satellites provide real-time battlefield data, missile warning systems, and secure communications. Without them, modern militaries would be severely handicapped. China's focus on space dominance reflects a strategic understanding that future conflicts will extend beyond Earth's surface. By developing sophisticated jamming, blinding, and kinetic kill technologies, China aims to degrade or deny enemy access to space-based resources during a conflict. This push also includes advances in satellite navigation systems like Beidou, which reduce reliance on foreign technology and enhance China's autonomous military operations. The rapid pace of these developments has caught the attention of global powers, raising concerns about a new arms race in space. China's counterspace capabilities are not just defensive, they are part of a broader plan to assert dominance in all domains of warfare. As space becomes an increasingly contested environment, understanding China's growing strength in this arena is essential to grasp how future conflicts might unfold. Their investments signal a future where space superiority could be as crucial as air or sea control, reshaping global military strategies in profound ways. Integration of advanced technologies. So, China's military is embracing cutting-edge technologies like artificial intelligence, quantum computing, and big data analytics to, well, totally revolutionize how it fights wars. These advanced tools aren't just futuristic concepts, they're actively shaping the battlefield of today and tomorrow. Artificial intelligence, for example, enhances decision-making by processing vast amounts of data in real time, which lets commanders predict enemy moves, optimize resource deployment, and coordinate complex operations with, honestly, unprecedented speed. Quantum computing, though still in its early stages, promises to crack encryption and improve communication security, giving China a potential edge in electronic warfare and intelligence gathering. Meanwhile, big data analytics helps the military sift through enormous volumes of information from satellites, drones, and cyber networks to identify patterns and threats a whole lot faster than ever before. This integration of technology means the People's Liberation Army can operate more efficiently, respond quicker, and maintain situational awareness across multiple domains: land, sea, air, space, and cyber. What's striking is how these innovations are really woven into China's broader military modernization strategy, aiming to create a smart force that leverages technology to outthink and outmaneuver adversaries. This tech-driven transformation also reflects China's desire to reduce reliance on sheer numbers and instead focus on quality, precision, and speed. As artificial intelligence and quantum breakthroughs accelerate, the nature of warfare is shifting, and China is positioning itself at the forefront of this change. Understanding this technological leap is crucial to grasping how China's military power in 2024 is not just bigger, but fundamentally smarter and more adaptable than many expect. Missile forces and regional deterrence. China's missile forces are, becoming a central pillar of its regional deterrence strategy, especially with weapons like the DF-26 intermediate-range ballistic missile. Nicknamed the Guam Killer, the DF-26 has the range and precision to strike U.S. bases and allies across the Indo-Pacific, including Guam, Japan, and Taiwan. This missile's deployment adds a powerful layer to China's ability to deter foreign intervention in regional conflicts, particularly over Taiwan. What makes the DF-26 especially concerning is its versatility. It can carry both conventional and nuclear warheads, allowing China to tailor its response depending on the situation. This flexibility really complicates any potential adversary's calculations, raising the stakes in crisis scenarios. Beyond the DF-26, China's growing missile arsenal includes a variety of short and medium-range ballistic missiles, cruise missiles and hypersonic weapons, all designed to challenge US and allied forces operating near China's borders. These missile forces are integrated into China's broader anti-access and area denial strategy, aimed at keeping potential adversaries at bay and controlling key maritime choke points. The rapid modernization and deployment of these missile systems reflect China's determination to assert its regional dominance and protect its core interests. This missile buildup is reshaping the security environment in Asia, forcing neighboring countries and global powers to rethink their military strategies. In 2024, China's missile forces are not just a threat on paper. They are a real and growing challenge that could influence the balance of power in one of the world's most volatile regions. Future growth and strategic ambitions. China's military modernization isn't slowing down anytime soon. In fact, its strategic ambitions are set to reshape global power dynamics well into the future. The country's defense planners have outlined a clear roadmap extending through 2035 and beyond, aiming to build a military force that can operate globally, not just regionally. This means expanding capabilities in every domain: land, sea, air, space and cyber, while continuing to integrate advanced technologies and improve force readiness. China envisions a military that can protect its overseas interests, secure critical supply lines, and influence international security affairs on a global scale. This long-term vision includes developing next-generation weapon systems, expanding naval fleets, and enhancing nuclear deterrence to levels that rival or even surpass other major powers. What's striking is how this ambition is backed by massive investments in research, infrastructure, and training, signaling a commitment to sustained growth and innovation. The strategic goal is clear: to transition from a regional power to a dominant global military force capable of shaping the 21st century's geopolitical landscape. This future-oriented approach reflects China's desire not only to defend its sovereignty, but also to project strength and influence worldwide. As these plans unfold over the coming decade, they'll have profound implications for international security, alliances, and the balance of power. Keeping an eye on China's military trajectory is, honestly, essential for understanding how global military competition will evolve and what it means for peace and stability in the years ahead. Thanks for watching this deep dive into China's military evolution, here on Simply Science. If you found this video eye-opening, don't forget to hit that bell icon so you never miss an update. Make sure to subscribe for more fascinating insights into science and global developments. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below and tell us what surprised you the most or what topic you want us to explore next. Your engagement really helps us create better content for you. See you in the next video. Voyager 1 has been humanity's most distant messenger for over 4 decades, traveling through the cosmic void at 38,000 miles per hour and sending back data from regions no human has ever seen. But here's what will blow your mind. This 1970s spacecraft, built with less computing power than your smartphone, just detected something moving in interstellar space that has NASA scientists working around the clock to understand what they're looking at. The mysterious signal. Voyager 1 just sent back data that has NASA scientists working around the clock, and what they discovered 14 billion miles from Earth is keeping them awake at night. Deep in the cosmic void where no sunlight has touched anything for billions of years, something is moving with purpose and intelligence that defies every law of physics we understand. The signal first appeared as an anomaly in Voyager's plasma wave readings, a rhythmic pattern that shouldn't exist in the empty darkness between stars. But here's what's really unsettling. When scientists ran the data through every possible filter and diagnostic test, they realized this wasn't equipment failure or cosmic interference. This was something real, something structured, and something that seemed to be tracking Voyager's movement through space. The electromagnetic signature doesn't match any known celestial phenomenon, and its behavior patterns suggest a level of complexity that has researchers questioning everything they thought they knew about interstellar space. What makes this discovery even more extraordinary is that the signal appears to be responding to Voyager's presence, almost as if it recognizes the spacecraft as something foreign in its domain. For the first time in human history, we may have encountered something in the depths of space that operates by rules we haven't discovered yet, and it's been watching us from the shadows of the cosmos. Voyager's journey beyond the planets. Right now, as you're watching this video, there's a piece of human technology hurtling through absolute darkness at 38,000 miles per hour, farther from home than any object in human history. Voyager 1 crossed the boundary into interstellar space in 2012, becoming humanity's first ambassador to the galaxy beyond our solar system. But here's what most people don't realize. This region was supposed to be cosmic wasteland, a barren void containing nothing but scattered hydrogen atoms and ancient starlight. Instead, Voyager has been sending back data that's completely rewriting our understanding of what exists in the space between stars. The spacecraft is now over 14 billion miles from Earth, traveling through a realm where our sun appears as just another faint star and temperatures hover mere degrees above absolute zero. This is a place where radio signals from Earth take over 22 hours to reach Voyager, and every piece of data it sends back is like a message from another dimension. What makes this journey even more remarkable is that Voyager was never designed to survive this long or travel this far. It was built for a 4-year mission to Jupiter and Saturn. Yet here it is, decades later, exploring the cosmic frontier and discovering that interstellar space is far more dynamic and mysterious than we ever imagined, setting the stage for encounters that challenge everything we thought we knew about the universe. Unexpected movement detected. Something is defying the laws of physics in the coldest, emptiest region of space, and it's moving in ways that have scientists questioning everything they thought they knew about how objects behave in the cosmic void. The movement Voyager detected wasn't the predictable drift of space debris or the gravitational dance of celestial bodies. This was something actively changing course, accelerating and decelerating with patterns that looked disturbingly intentional. When the data first arrived at Mission Control, engineers thought they were looking at corrupted telemetry because objects simply don't behave this way in interstellar space. But after months of analysis and verification, they realized they were witnessing something unprecedented, an object that seemed to be making deliberate course corrections billions of miles from the nearest star. The movement patterns showed periodic velocity changes that couldn't be explained by solar wind, magnetic fields, or gravitational influences from distant stars. What's even more unsettling is that the object appeared to be adjusting its trajectory in response to Voyager's approach, almost as if it was aware of the spacecraft's presence and reacting accordingly. Scientists have run the data through every known model of celestial mechanics, and nothing comes close to explaining what they're seeing. This isn't random motion or natural orbital mechanics. This is controlled movement in a region of space where nothing should be able to control anything, challenging our fundamental understanding of what's possible in the vast emptiness between stars. Not a planet, not a comet. Every single explanation in our cosmic playbook has been crossed off the list, and what remains is something that shouldn't exist according to everything we know about space. Scientists have spent months systematically eliminating every possible conventional explanation for this mysterious object, and each elimination has only deepened the mystery. Planets don't roam freely through interstellar space, and even the rare rogue planets that get ejected from their star systems follow predictable gravitational trajectories that this object completely ignores. Comets are ruled out because they develop distinctive tails and comas when exposed to stellar radiation. But there are no stars within light years of this object's position to trigger such activity. The spectral analysis shows none of the rocky signatures we'd expect from an asteroid, and its complex movement patterns are far too sophisticated for a simple chunk of space debris drifting through the void. Even exotic celestial bodies like brown dwarfs, neutron stars, and white dwarfs have been eliminated because this object doesn't emit the characteristic radiation signatures that would identify it as any known type of stellar remnant. What's left is something that behaves unlike any natural phenomenon we've cataloged in our centuries of astronomical observation. The object's ability to change course, its apparent awareness of Voyager's presence, and its structured movement patterns have pushed scientists into uncharted territory where conventional astrophysics offers no answers, forcing them to consider possibilities that challenge the very foundations of what we believe exists in the cosmos. Theories behind the movement. The world's leading astrophysicists are proposing theories that sound more like science fiction than peer-reviewed research, and that alone should tell you how extraordinary this discovery really is. One of the most compelling hypotheses suggests we might be witnessing our first direct encounter with dark matter structures that interact with normal matter in ways we never predicted, creating movement patterns that appear almost biological in their complexity. Another theory proposes that this object represents evidence of exotic physics operating on scales we've never observed before, possibly involving magnetic field interactions or quantum effects that only manifest in the extreme conditions of interstellar space. Some researchers have suggested we might be looking at a completely new type of celestial body formed by processes that don't exist anywhere in our solar system, perhaps created by the collision of cosmic phenomena we haven't discovered yet. The most controversial theory, whispered in academic circles but rarely published, is that we might be observing technology of non-terrestrial origin, something that operates by principles we haven't mastered or even understood. What makes this theory particularly unsettling is that the object's behavior patterns show characteristics that some researchers find impossible to explain through any known natural phenomenon. The structured movement, the apparent responsiveness to Voyager's presence, and the sophisticated course corrections all point to something that operates with a level of complexity that challenges our understanding of what's possible in the vast emptiness between stars. Voyager's instruments and their role. 47-year-old technology designed during the Nixon administration is currently making the most groundbreaking discovery in human history. And the irony isn't lost on the scientists analyzing the data streaming back from the edge of known space. Voyager's scientific instruments, built with 1970s computing power that's millions of times less sophisticated than your smartphone, have somehow become humanity's most advanced deep space detective system. The plasma wave instrument has been crucial in detecting the electromagnetic signatures that seem to pulse in rhythm with the mysterious object's movements, creating patterns that resemble communication more than random cosmic noise. Meanwhile, the magnetometer has revealed magnetic field fluctuations that correlate perfectly with the object's position changes, suggesting it's either generating its own magnetic field or manipulating the existing interstellar medium in ways we've never observed. Most remarkably, the cosmic ray detector has shown that this object is somehow creating a shadow in the cosmic radiation background, deflecting high-energy particles in a manner that suggests it has mass and structure far beyond what its other signatures would indicate. These instruments weren't designed to detect artificial objects or analyze unknown phenomena. They were built to study planets and measure solar wind. Yet they're providing us with data about something that operates by rules we haven't discovered, proving that sometimes the most extraordinary discoveries come from tools we never expected to make them. The distance and speed of the object. At this very moment, something is racing through the cosmic void at speeds that would make our fastest rockets look like they're standing still, operating in a region of space so remote that light from our sun becomes just another dim star in an ocean of darkness. The object was first detected when it was approximately 500 million miles from Voyager 1, which means it's functioning in a zone where the nearest star system is still over 4 light-years away, a distance so vast that even traveling at the speed of light, it would take 4 years to reach the closest stellar neighbor. What's absolutely mind-blowing is that this object has been clocked moving at roughly 26,000 miles per hour, relative to Voyager's position. But here's where it gets really weird. That speed isn't constant. The object has been observed accelerating and decelerating in patterns that suggest it's not just drifting through space like a piece of cosmic debris. To put this in perspective, even our most advanced spacecraft would require tens of thousands of years to cover the distances this mysterious object has traveled. Yet it's doing so while making controlled course corrections that defy everything we know about how objects move through interstellar space. The fact that something can demonstrate such apparent control over its movement at these incomprehensible distances and speeds raises profound questions about what we're actually witnessing in the deepest, darkest corners of our galaxy. Why scientists are intrigued. The most brilliant minds in astrophysics are losing sleep over data that's honestly forcing them to question 40 years of established science. Some are even privately admitting they might need to rewrite the textbooks on what actually exists in interstellar space. This discovery isn't just another interesting anomaly that scientists can, file away and study later. It's actively challenging fundamental assumptions about the very nature of the cosmos that have guided space exploration for decades. For generations, we've operated under the comfortable assumption that the vast regions between stars are basically empty highways, where objects follow predictable paths governed by well-understood gravitational forces. But this mysterious object is behaving like it has its own agenda, moving with a kind of purpose and intelligence that suggests interstellar space might be way more populated and active than we ever dared to imagine. What's really keeping researchers awake at night is the realization that if one object like this exists, there could be thousands or even millions of similar phenomena operating in the cosmic shadows, completely undetected by our Earth-based telescopes. The implications here are just staggering. We might be living in a universe that's absolutely teeming with activity we've never noticed, surrounded by phenomena that operate by physical laws we haven't even discovered yet. This single detection has opened a door to possibilities that range from revolutionary physics to, honestly, the unsettling prospect that we're not alone in ways we never considered, fundamentally changing how we view our place in the cosmic order. Potential implications for space exploration. The discovery that's currently sitting on classified desks at NASA headquarters could, well, completely revolutionize how we design spacecraft and plan missions to the stars. The implications are so profound that space agencies around the world are quietly restructuring their long-term exploration strategies. If this mysterious object represents a new category of interstellar phenomena, it means that the space between stars is far more complex and potentially hazardous than we've been preparing for, forcing engineers to totally rethink how future deep space probes will navigate and survive in regions we thought were predictably empty. The object's apparent ability to manipulate its environment and respond to external stimuli suggests that interstellar space might contain active systems that could either help or hinder human exploration efforts in ways we never really anticipated. From a technological standpoint, understanding the physics behind this object's movement capabilities could unlock propulsion concepts that would make our current rocket technology look, honestly, pretty primitive, potentially reducing interstellar travel times from tens of thousands of years to mere decades. Even more intriguing is the possibility that this discovery could lead to breakthroughs in energy manipulation and field generation that would revolutionize not just space travel, but technology here on Earth as well. The fact that we stumbled upon this phenomenon by accident just highlights how much we still don't know about our cosmic neighborhood, suggesting that future missions equipped with more advanced detection systems might encounter similar objects regularly, fundamentally changing our approach to exploring the galaxy and our understanding of what's possible in the vast ocean of space surrounding our solar system. What could it really be? After exhausting every conventional explanation and running the data through every known model of physics, we're left staring at three possibilities that would each, honestly, fundamentally change humanity's understanding of our place in the universe. The most conservative scientific explanation suggests we've discovered a completely new type of interstellar object. Maybe a category of celestial body formed by exotic processes that don't exist anywhere in our solar system, operating by physical laws we haven't identified yet. A more radical possibility is that we're witnessing our first direct encounter with dark matter structures that can interact with normal matter in ways our current theories never predicted, creating organized movement patterns that appear almost alive in their complexity. But here's the explanation that's being whispered in research facilities around the world, the one that keeps appearing in classified reports. Despite scientists' reluctance to discuss it publicly, we might be observing technology of non-human origin. The object's structured movement patterns, its apparent responsiveness to Voyager's presence, and its ability to make controlled course corrections in the vast emptiness of interstellar space, all point to something that operates with a level of sophistication that, honestly, challenges every assumption we've made about what exists in the cosmic void. Regardless of which explanation proves correct, this discovery represents a watershed moment in human history. The moment we realize that the universe is far stranger, more populated, and more mysterious than we ever dared to imagine, forcing us to confront the possibility that we're not alone in ways we never considered. So there you have it, Voyager's incredible discovery that's honestly challenging everything we thought we knew about interstellar space. Whether this mysterious object represents unknown physics, a new type of celestial phenomenon, or something even more extraordinary, One thing is certain, we're living through a moment of genuine cosmic mystery. What's your theory on what this object could be? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I really love hearing your perspectives on these space mysteries. If you enjoyed diving into this cosmic puzzle, make sure to subscribe to Simply Science and hit that bell icon so you never miss our latest discoveries from the final frontier. Thanks for exploring the universe with us. Did you know that every atom in your body was forged inside the nuclear furnace of a dying star billions of years ago? You are literally made of stardust that has traveled across the galaxy for eons before becoming part of you. Carl Sagan wasn't being poetic when he said, "We are made of star stuff." He was stating a profound scientific truth that connects every human being to the cosmos in the most intimate way possible. But here's what will blow your mind. Do you know which elements in your body came from the most violent explosions in the universe? The discovery that shocked astronomers. Alarms started blaring at observatories across 3 continents when the data came in. Something massive was barreling through our solar system, and it wasn't supposed to be there. Just weeks ago, the most sensitive gravitational wave detectors on Earth picked up an anomaly that made veteran astronomers do double takes at their screens. This wasn't your typical asteroid or comet announcement buried in some obscure scientific journal. This was an emergency alert that had space agencies scrambling to redirect their most powerful telescopes toward a single point in space. The object's gravitational signature was so pronounced that it actually bent the trajectory of nearby space debris, creating a cosmic wake that screamed, "I'm here," to anyone paying attention. What really sent shockwaves through the scientific community wasn't just the size. Though at 10 times larger than Oumuamua, it's absolutely colossal. But the timing. 2 interstellar visitors in less than a decade defies every statistical model we have about these cosmic wanderers. The discovery team at the European Southern Observatory couldn't believe their instruments at first, running diagnostics 3 times before accepting what they were seeing. Unlike Oumuamua's stealthy approach that caught us completely off guard, this behemoth announced its presence like a cosmic freight train, giving us unprecedented advance warning, and the chance to study an interstellar visitor while it's still approaching rather than racing away from us. Size comparison. What if I told you that right now, something the size of Manhattan is silently cruising through our solar system at 26 kilometers per second? This new interstellar visitor makes Oumuamua look like a pebble next to a skyscraper. We're talking about an object so massive that if you placed it next to the Empire State Building, the building would look like a toothpick. To put this in perspective that'll blow your mind, Oumuamua was roughly 400 meters long, about the length of 4 football fields. This new cosmic giant? We're looking at something approaching 4 kilometers in length. That's not just big, that's monumentally huge by space rock standards. The sheer volume difference is staggering. You could fit over 1,000 Oumuamuas inside this thing and still have room left over. When astronomers first calculated its dimensions, they had to recalibrate their instruments because the readings seemed impossible. This isn't just another space rock drifting through the void, this is a cosmic mountain, a wandering piece of another star system that somehow found its way to our neighborhood. The gravitational influence alone is enough to slightly alter the orbits of smaller asteroids in its path. If Oumuamua was nature's postcard from another star system, this new visitor is like receiving an entire encyclopedia. The amount of data we can gather from something this size could revolutionize our understanding of interstellar objects and the distant worlds they come from. We're witnessing something that happens maybe once in a human lifetime. The trajectory mystery. Every computer model says this shouldn't exist, yet here it is, defying the laws of celestial mechanics as we know them. This massive interstellar wanderer is following a hyperbolic orbit so extreme that it's rewriting textbooks on how objects move through space. Unlike anything in our solar system that follows predictable elliptical paths around the sun, this cosmic giant is on a one-way ticket to nowhere, traveling on a trajectory that screams, "I'm not from around here." What's absolutely mind-bending is where it came from. Deep space analysis suggests this visitor originated from a stellar region over 100 light-years away, meaning it's been traveling through the cosmic void for potentially millions of years before stumbling into our neighborhood. The orbital mechanics team at NASA had to create entirely new calculation models because this object's path doesn't match any known gravitational influences in our solar system. It's approaching from an angle that suggests it came from the direction of the constellation Lyra. But here's where it gets really weird. Its velocity and trajectory indicate it may have been gravitationally slingshot by multiple star systems during its epic journey across the galaxy. The precision of its path is so mathematically perfect that some scientists are questioning whether this could be natural at all. This isn't just a random space rock that happened to wander into our solar system. This is a cosmic bullet fired from the depths of interstellar space with surgical precision, following a trajectory that will take it past our sun and back out into the infinite darkness of deep space. Composition secrets revealed. Scientists just discovered something that's making them question everything they thought they knew about space rocks. This interstellar giant isn't made of what it should be made of. When the first spectral analysis data came back from the Hubble Space Telescope, the research team stared at their screens in complete bewilderment because the light signatures were unlike anything in our cosmic catalog. This massive visitor is reflecting sunlight in patterns that suggest a composition so bizarre it's forcing astronomers to rewrite the periodic table of space objects. The surface appears to be a patchwork of materials that shouldn't exist together. Metallic compounds mixed with crystalline structures that only form under extreme pressure conditions found in the cores of dying stars. What's absolutely fascinating is that different sections of the object are showing completely different spectral signatures, as if it's a cosmic Frankenstein monster assembled from the remnants of multiple stellar systems. The infrared readings reveal temperature variations across its surface that indicate some areas are absorbing heat while others are reflecting it, creating a thermal map that looks more like abstract art than natural geology. Most shocking of all, there are regions showing traces of rare earth elements that are virtually impossible to find in natural asteroids, leading some researchers to wonder if we're looking at processed materials rather than raw space rock. The chemical fingerprint is so unique that it's like nothing we've ever encountered in our solar system, suggesting this wandering giant carries the geological history of alien worlds within its very structure. The acceleration anomaly returns. Houston, we have a problem, and it's accelerating when it absolutely shouldn't be. Just like Oumuamua's infamous speed boost that left scientists scratching their heads, this colossal interstellar visitor is pulling the exact same impossible stunt, but on a scale that's making physicists lose sleep worldwide. As this massive object approaches our sun, it's gaining velocity in ways that completely violate our understanding of orbital mechanics, speeding up without any visible propulsion system or outgassing that could explain the acceleration. The numbers are absolutely staggering. We're talking about a 4-kilometer-long object somehow adding an extra 0.3 kilometers per second to its velocity, which in space terms is like a freight train suddenly sprouting rocket boosters. What's driving the scientific community absolutely crazy is that this acceleration is happening in a perfectly controlled manner, not the chaotic bursts you'd expect from natural phenomena like comet outgassing or solar radiation pressure. The trajectory calculations show this speed increase is so precise, it's almost like someone is gently pressing the accelerator pedal on a cosmic spacecraft. Multiple observatories have confirmed the readings, ruling out measurement errors, which means we're witnessing something that challenges the fundamental laws of physics as we know them. The most unsettling part, the acceleration pattern is nearly identical to Oumuamua's, suggesting these interstellar visitors share some mysterious propulsion mechanism that we simply don't understand. Two objects separated by years and vastly different in size, both exhibiting the same impossible behavior, coincidence, or something far more extraordinary. Why scientists are freaking out. The coffee machines at observatories worldwide are working overtime because astronomers can't sleep, and for good reason. Two massive interstellar objects visiting our solar system within a single decade has shattered every statistical model we've relied on for predicting cosmic events. According to our best calculations, we should see maybe one interstellar visitor every few thousand years, yet here we are with two giants that have decided to drop by for a cosmic house call in what amounts to a cosmic blink of an eye. The probability of this happening naturally is so astronomically low that it's like winning the lottery while being struck by lightning during a solar eclipse. What's keeping scientists awake at night isn't just the timing, it's the eerie similarities between these visitors that suggest we might be witnessing the beginning of something unprecedented in human history. Research teams are frantically revising their models of interstellar object frequency, and the new numbers are painting a picture that nobody expected. Some leading astrophysicists are quietly suggesting that our galaxy might be far more crowded with wandering objects than we ever imagined, or worse, that something is actively sending these massive visitors our way. The European Space Agency has already fast-tracked 3 emergency research projects to study this phenomenon, while NASA is redirecting resources from other missions to focus entirely on these mysterious wanderers. The scientific community is buzzing with theories ranging from natural galactic cycles to artificial intervention. But one thing is certain, our understanding of the cosmos just got turned completely upside down. The alien technology debate. So, what happens when the world's most respected scientists start whispering about artificial intelligence in the hallways of Harvard and MIT? The arrival of this second massive interstellar visitor has, honestly, reignited the most controversial debate in modern astronomy. Are we looking at natural space rocks or, something far more extraordinary? While the scientific establishment tries to keep their professional composure in public, behind closed doors, heated discussions are erupting about the possibility that these objects might actually be probes from distant civilizations. The timing, the similar acceleration patterns, and those bizarre compositions are creating a perfect storm of evidence that's making even the most skeptical researchers question their assumptions. Dr. Avi Loeb, the Harvard astrophysicist who famously suggested Oumuamua could be artificial, is now pointing to this new visitor as potential confirmation of his theories. The mathematical precision of both objects' trajectories, combined with their inexplicable acceleration, is displaying characteristics that, well, some argue are more consistent with engineered systems than with natural phenomena. What's particularly unsettling is how both visitors seem to be following optimal paths for maximum solar system observation. Almost as if they're conducting a systematic survey of our cosmic neighborhood. The scientific community is split between those desperately seeking natural explanations and a growing minority who believe we might be witnessing humanity's first contact with extraterrestrial technology. Government space agencies are, for now, remaining diplomatically silent, but insider reports suggest classified meetings are happening at the highest levels to discuss the implications of what we might actually be observing. What makes this one different? While Oumuamua played cosmic hide-and-seek with us for just a few months before vanishing into the void, this colossal newcomer is giving humanity the ultimate gift: time. Unlike its predecessor's lightning-fast flyby that left scientists scrambling to gather data before it disappeared forever, this massive interstellar giant's sheer size and trajectory mean we'll have an unprecedented window of opportunity to unlock its secrets. The difference is absolutely game-changing. Where Oumuamua was like trying to photograph a speeding bullet in the dark, this new visitor is more like having a slow-moving freight train that we can study from every conceivable angle. Space agencies worldwide are treating this as the scientific opportunity of a lifetime, with multiple nations already announcing emergency funding for dedicated observation missions. The European Space Agency has fast-tracked 3 separate probe launches, while NASA is retrofitting existing satellites to focus exclusively on this cosmic wanderer. What's particularly exciting is that this object's size means we can use ground-based telescopes to gather detailed surface mapping data that was impossible with Oumuamua's smaller profile. The extended observation period will allow us to track seasonal changes, monitor its mysterious acceleration patterns over months rather than weeks, and potentially solve the riddle that has haunted astronomers since 2017. This isn't just another interstellar visitor, it's our cosmic Rosetta Stone, offering the chance to finally understand what these mysterious wanderers really are, and where they come from in the vast expanse of space. The timeline. Mark your calendars because humanity is about to witness the cosmic event of the century, and missing it would be like skipping the moon landing all over again. This interstellar behemoth is currently racing toward its closest approach to our sun, scheduled for the coming months, creating a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that won't repeat for potentially thousands of years. The timeline is absolutely perfect for maximum scientific observation. We're talking about a cosmic alignment that astronomers could only dream of just decades ago. As this massive visitor swings around our sun in what scientists are calling the golden observation window, it will be positioned for optimal viewing from Earth-based telescopes and space-based instruments simultaneously. The approach trajectory means that for several weeks this object will be close enough for detailed surface analysis while still far enough away to observe safely without solar interference. What makes this timeline even more extraordinary is that the object's path will take it through multiple optimal viewing zones, giving different regions of Earth prime observation opportunities at different times. Amateur astronomers with decent telescopes will actually be able to spot this cosmic giant during its closest approach, making this a truly democratic space event where professional scientists and backyard stargazers can participate together. The European Southern Observatory has already released viewing schedules for the public, while NASA is planning live streaming events to share real-time data as it comes in. This isn't just a scientific milestone, it's a moment when all of humanity can look up at the same cosmic visitor and wonder about the mysteries of deep space together. What this means for humanity. Every generation gets one moment that fundamentally changes how we see our place in the universe, and we're living through ours right now. These massive interstellar messengers aren't just cosmic curiosities floating through space. They're revolutionary time capsules carrying the geological fingerprints of alien worlds that existed billions of years before Earth even formed. Each of these wandering giants represents a direct physical connection to star systems so distant that their light takes centuries to reach us. Yet here we are, able to touch their surfaces with our instruments and decode their ancient secrets. The implications are staggering. We're essentially conducting archaeology on objects that have witnessed the birth and death of countless stars, survived supernovas, and drifted through the cosmic void while carrying pristine samples from the far reaches of our galaxy. What makes this discovery truly transformative is that it's shattering our cosmic loneliness, proving that our solar system isn't an isolated island, but rather a busy intersection in a galactic highway filled with wandering worlds. The data we're gathering from these visitors is rewriting textbooks on planetary formation, stellar evolution, and the very nature of how matter moves through space. Future generations will look back at this moment as the turning point when humanity first began to understand that we're part of a dynamic, interconnected cosmic community where worlds regularly exchange materials across impossible distances. These aren't just space rocks, they're ambassadors from the deep cosmos, offering us our first real glimpse into the true nature of our galactic neighborhood. That's a wrap on another mind-bending journey through the cosmos. These interstellar visitors are just the beginning of what promises to be an incredible era of space discovery. What do you think? Are we witnessing natural phenomena or something far more extraordinary? Drop your wildest theories in the comments below because I absolutely love reading your thoughts. If this cosmic mystery fascinated you as much as it did me, smash that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss our latest space revelations. Until next time, keep looking up and questioning everything. This is Simply Science, and we'll see you in the next video. 3. I-Atlas, discovered on July 1, 2025, by the NASA-funded Atlas Survey Telescope in Rio Hurtado, Chile, has captured global attention as the third confirmed interstellar object passing through our solar system. Unlike its predecessors, Oumuamua and 2I Borisov, 3I Atlas, follows an extreme hyperbolic trajectory at a staggering speed of 58 kilometers per second, suggesting an origin far beyond our cosmic neighborhood. With a mysterious coma and tail forming as it nears the sun, scientists worldwide are racing to understand its unique characteristics and origins. Discovery of 3I Atlas. What if I told you that astronomers almost missed one of the most significant discoveries of the decade? On July 1, 2025, the Atlas telescope at Rio Hurtado, Chile, made the groundbreaking detection of 3Y Atlas, initially designated A11PL3Z. This faint object was discovered while moving at 61 kilometers per second through the dense star fields near the galactic center, close to the constellations Serpens Cauda and Sagittarius. The object was so faint at magnitude 18 that it was nearly invisible against the crowded background stars, requiring sophisticated computer algorithms to identify its movement against the stellar backdrop. Follow-up observations by professional and amateur astronomers worldwide confirmed its hyperbolic trajectory, marking it as the third known interstellar visitor after Oumuamua and 2I Borisov. Pre-discovery images from June 2025 later helped trace its path further back, with some observations dating to June 5th, expanding scientists' understanding of this rare cosmic traveler. The discovery team immediately recognized the object's unusual motion, and submitted their findings to the International Astronomical Union's Minor Planet Center, which initially listed it on the Near-Earth Object Confirmation page, until its true interstellar nature became clear through orbital calculations. Atlas Survey System. Have you ever wondered how we can spot something so small from billions of kilometers away? The Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System, a network of telescopes designed to detect near-Earth objects, was pivotal in discovering 3Y Atlas. Operating 4 units globally, including 1 at the South African Astronomical Observatory and 2 in Hawaii, Atlas continuously scans the night sky for moving celestial bodies. Each telescope features a massive 7.4-degree field of view, about 15 times the diameter of the full moon, allowing them to survey enormous patches of sky quickly and efficiently. Equipped with powerful 50-centimeter telescopes and 110-megapixel CCD cameras, the system covers the sky rapidly, allowing early detection of objects like 3I Atlas even in challenging regions with dense star fields. Each Atlas unit can scan the entire visible sky once per night, taking exposures every 40 seconds, and observing each quarter of the sky 4 times nightly. This redundancy ensures that no fast-moving objects escape detection. The system processes thousands of images nightly, using advanced algorithms to identify moving objects against the stellar background. This revolutionary approach has transformed how quickly astronomers can identify and track new objects, proving essential for both planetary defense initiatives and groundbreaking scientific discoveries like interstellar visitors. Object classification and naming. Why does a single space rock get 3 different names, and what does each tell us about its nature? Upon discovery, the object was initially named A11PL3Z before gaining the official interstellar designation 3I Atlas. Scientists also assigned it the cometary name C/2025N1, reflecting its active nature as a true comet rather than an asteroid. The 3I designation officially marks it as the 3rd confirmed interstellar object, following the naming convention established for 1 Oumuamua and 2I Borisov by the International Astronomical Union. Its orbit displays an eccentricity of about 6.14, far exceeding the threshold of 1.0 for bound solar orbits, confirming its interstellar origin beyond any doubt. This extreme orbital eccentricity is the highest recorded among all 3 known interstellar objects, making 3I Atlas's trajectory appear almost perfectly straight, rather than curved like typical comets. The Minor Planet Center announced the discovery on July 2, 2025, officially confirming its interstellar status after careful orbital analysis. This classification process involved multiple observations from telescopes worldwide to precisely determine the object's path and confirm that it originated from beyond our solar system. The naming reflects both its discovery survey and its unique characteristics as an active interstellar comet. Orbital characteristics. Imagine something moving so fast it makes a bullet look like it's standing still. 3. I-Atlas travels on a highly hyperbolic orbit with an incredibly high eccentricity of about 6.14, making its path almost a straight line past the Sun rather than the curved elliptical orbits typical of solar system objects. Its hyperbolic excess velocity measures around 58 kilometers per second, which is much faster than the previous interstellar objects Oumuamua at 26 kilometers per second and 2I Borisov at 32 kilometers per second. This tremendous speed ensures it's not bound by the Sun's gravity and will leave the solar system forever, never to return in human timescales. The comet's trajectory originates near the constellation Sagittarius, passing close to the galactic center, a region filled with dense star fields that made early detection extremely difficult. When discovered, 3I Atlas was located 4.5 astronomical units from the Sun, and moving at 61 kilometers per second relative to our star. Its orbital inclination is approximately 175 degrees, meaning it's traveling in a nearly retrograde direction compared to the planet's motion around the Sun. The comet will reach perihelion at about 1.35 astronomical units from the Sun, closer than Mars but farther than Earth. This close approach will significantly increase its activity levels, though unfortunately, it coincides with low solar elongation, making detailed observations challenging during its most active period. Physical properties. What makes this cosmic visitor so mysteriously elusive to measure accurately? Scientists quickly noticed that 3I Atlas is an active comet with a fuzzy coma and a tail indicative of ongoing outgassing activity. Its true size remains uncertain due to this surrounding dust cloud that obscures the nucleus. But careful estimates suggest the nucleus is likely between 0.8 to 11 kilometers in diameter, with smaller sizes being more probable based on brightness measurements. Observations from prestigious telescopes like the Nordic Optical Telescope and the 2-meter twin telescope at Teide Observatory confirmed its brightness variations are remarkably small, less than 0.2 magnitudes over 29 hours of continuous monitoring. This stability suggests a relatively spherical shape or extremely slow rotation, contrasting sharply with Oumuamua's dramatic brightness changes that hinted at an elongated form. Further detailed analysis revealed a rotation period of approximately 16.79 hours, much slower than typical asteroids which often rotate in just a few hours. Its distinctly reddish color reflects dust composition similar to what was observed on 2I Borisov, pointing to complex surface materials rich in organic compounds. The comet's absolute magnitude of about h equals 12 to 13.7 helps astronomers estimate its size, though the active coma significantly complicates precise nuclear measurements. Unlike Oumuamua's highly elongated or potentially unusual shape, 3Y Atlas appears more conventionally spherical, resembling traditional comets in our solar system. Comet activity features. Ever seen a tail that points the wrong way and defies your expectations? The comet showcases intriguing activity patterns, including a faint coma, and a curious sunward-facing tail that appears as an anti-tail due to complex viewing geometry from Earth. David Jewett and Jane Liu, using the Nordic Optical Telescope on July 2, 2025, confirmed that 3-1 Atlas was clearly active with a diffuse, measurable tail extending into space. The tail measures at least 25,000 kilometers long, as observed by Miguel R. Alarcón and his dedicated team at the Instituto de Astrofísica de Canarias through careful photometric analysis. The tail's unusual orientation suggests large, slow-moving micron-sized dust particles are being ejected preferentially along the comet's orbital plane, possibly from active cometary jets or indicating the nucleus might be a contact binary structure. During July 2025, the anti-tail appearance occurred because the tail pointed directly away from Earth's viewing angle, making it appear foreshortened and partially hidden behind the bright central coma. This sunward-facing tail phenomenon resembles those observed on other distant comets like C 2014 UN 271, also known as Bernardinelli-Bernstein, indicating similar dust ejection mechanisms operating across different comet families. As 3I Atlas continues its approach toward perihelion, astronomers expect its activity to increase significantly, making the tail longer, brighter, and more visible from Earth, offering unprecedented insights into interstellar comet composition and internal structure. Amateur contributions. So, how can everyday stargazers help unlock cosmic mysteries? Well, the discovery of 3I/Atlas sparked an unprecedented worldwide collaboration between professional and amateur astronomers alike. Amateur astronomers, with mid to large backyard telescopes, contributed valuable time series photometry to study the comet's rotation and brightness variations. This global effort really complemented observations from major observatories, filling crucial gaps in data collection and, honestly, increasing observation frequency around the clock. Citizen scientists across Australia, Japan, and Chile began logging observations pretty much immediately after the discovery announcement. The collaboration was so extensive that an impromptu Slack channel with over 300 scientists buzzed continuously, coordinating observations and sharing real-time data. Amateur contributions were particularly valuable for rotation studies and continuous monitoring, since professional telescopes often have limited observation time. These kinds of partnerships showcased the remarkable power of community science in tracking fast-moving, faint celestial visitors. Even citizen science platforms like Zooniverse launched open campaigns to help analyze light curves and track the comet's behavior. This collaborative approach, honestly, represents the future of astronomy, where professional and amateur astronomers work together seamlessly to advance our understanding of rare cosmic phenomena. Surface composition. What secrets does the reddish glow of this cosmic wanderer reveal? Multi-wavelength observations revealed that 3Y Atlas has a distinctly reddish surface color, remarkably similar to the dust composition found on 2I Borisov and other distant comets. Spectroscopic studies using powerful telescopes like the Gran Telescopio Canarias showed a spectral slope of approximately 18% per 1,000 angstroms, indicating complex organic-rich dust particles. The comet's colors measured through various filters showed values of B-V equals 0.98, V-R equals 0.71, and other measurements that confirm its reddish nature. These findings suggest the comet's surface is coated in dark, carbonaceous material, possibly altered by cosmic rays during its lengthy interstellar journey spanning potentially millions of years. The reflectance spectrum shows consistent reddening across the entire wavelength range without significant absorption features, which is typical of primitive, carbon-rich materials. Observations from multiple telescopes, including the Falks Telescope North, confirmed that the coma had a reddish color indicative of dust, strengthening the case for organic compounds. This composition analysis provides crucial clues about the comet's formation environment and the conditions in its original star system, offering a direct sample of materials from beyond our solar system. Interstellar object density. Could our galaxy be teeming with cosmic nomads we've barely begun to discover? The detection rate of 3Y Atlas allows astronomers to refine estimates of interstellar object density in our galaxy with unprecedented precision. Based on Atlas's sky coverage and sensitivity capabilities, scientists calculate that objects of similar size may number approximately 1 per cubic astronomical unit in the solar neighborhood. This calculation assumes Atlas maintains 100% completeness for objects with apparent magnitude 19 or brighter, and factors in the survey's continuous monitoring capabilities. The discovery of 3 interstellar objects within just 8 years suggests these cosmic visitors might be far more common than previously thought, fundamentally reshaping our understanding of cosmic debris distribution throughout the Milky Way. Statistical models indicate that for every interstellar object we detect, hundreds or thousands more likely pass through unnoticed due to their faintness or unfavorable viewing geometry. The detection rate calculations help astronomers predict how frequently we might encounter such objects in the future. This new data hints that interstellar space contains a vast population of ejected planetary building blocks, failed planets, and other debris from stellar systems across the galaxy. Understanding this density is crucial for planning future interstellar object observation campaigns and estimating the total mass of material traveling between star systems. Origins and age speculation. Where in the vast cosmos did this ancient wanderer begin its journey? Based on its extraordinary velocity and trajectory, scientists speculate that 3Y Atlas may have originated from a distant star system millions of years ago, ejected during violent planetary formation processes. Its remarkable speed of 58 kilometers per second and unique path suggest it was gravitationally slingshot from its home system, possibly during interactions between forming planets or close stellar encounters. The comet's trajectory appears to originate from the direction of Sagittarius, near the galactic center, though this doesn't necessarily indicate its birth location due to the galaxy's rotation over cosmic time. Some researchers suggest 3I Atlas could be among the oldest known comets, potentially preserving pristine materials from the early universe. Its high velocity compared to other interstellar objects implies it may have traveled farther or been ejected more violently than Oumuamua or 2I Borisov. The comet's composition and activity patterns provide clues about conditions in its original stellar nursery, offering astronomers a rare opportunity to study materials formed around distant stars. These velocity-based age estimates help astronomers piece together the dynamic history of interstellar objects and their crucial role in galactic evolution, potentially carrying organic compounds and water between star systems across cosmic time. 3I Atlas continues to fascinate astronomers with its unique features and mysterious origins. As this third interstellar visitor speeds through our cosmic neighborhood at incredible velocities, humanity gains precious insights into the galaxy beyond our solar system. The collaboration between professional and amateur astronomers worldwide demonstrates the power of collective scientific exploration. Stay curious and keep exploring the wonders of space with Simply Science. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing facts and discoveries from the far reaches of the universe.